In today's video, we're taking a look at 3 frames from Banggood. Now, they're called the AlfaRC Monster, which is a 5-inch frame, as you can tell, this one right here. And we're also going to be taking a look at the AuroraRC. And if any of these are a clone of something, I do apologize in advance, and please let me know down in the comment section so I could fix the links. And again, the timestamps will be linked down below, so you can go ahead and skip to whatever part of the video you would like. And with that being said, let's get started. So the first frame we're going to be looking at is the HaoYe frame, or HaoYe RC frame, which is this one right here. We're just going to call it the H frame. So this is a true X right here, and it's actually a pretty good quality for the price, but again, the price is pretty subjectable because we do have some other companies that are selling at 32 bucks right now. So let's go ahead and start with the arms here. Now, as you can tell, it does have that printing on, which I'm not really a big fan of. Some people might like that, but I'm guessing a lot of people wouldn't. So we have the arm thickness right here, or the width of the arm is going to be 11 millimeters, and the thickness is 5 millimeters. So that's pretty good. And also, it is not a one-piece bottom plate, so if you do break an arm, hopefully you'll be able to find an arm to replace it. Each arm, again, is held with 3 screws here. Now, there is no interlocking mechanism, it just goes right there. Now, as you can tell, 2 of the screws will go into self-locking nuts, and 1 will go into the standoff, and that's the only thing that would be holding it. I have it loosened, I haven't tightened these down, just to be able to show you. I think I tightened 1 down. Yeah, this is one I tightened down. There is no play, which again is really good, especially because of the fact that it's sandwiched also between 2 carbon fiber plates here. Now, for the bottom plate, we actually have 2 pieces here. We have one that goes to the front and another one that goes from halfway to the back right here. And these are 2 millimeters thick. And what's really nice about this frame is the stacking options they give you. So you're able to fit 30 by 30 and a 20 by 20 back here. Now, this is an M2 hole, so 2 millimeter holes back here. So we have an M2 20 by 20 stack, and the normal M3 30 by 30, and at the same time we do have another 20 by 20 solution here, but this one is going to be an M3. So you can also fit a 20 by 20 flight controller here that is 3 millimeter holes. So if anything that takes 3 millimeter holes and it's 20 by 20, it'll fit right here, and you can go with the 30 by 30 if you wanted to. So that's really nice out of the box. They're actually providing quite a lot, and they do also give you a couple things here, as you can tell in the back, just to kind of show you what it can do here. Now, for the type of camera input, it takes a mini camera, so keep that in mind. This will only take a mini sized camera in here. And again, what's really nice about this is it can also be used top mount and as well as bottom mount. So if you wanted to do a lot of things up here, you can, and still put your battery on the bottom, or if you wanted to put it on the top, you can do that. And they do provide you with this anti-slip pad right here that comes in the box, which again is really nice to see here. Now, if we take a look at the inside part, the amount of space that we have from the bottom plate all the way to the upper plate here is 25 millimeters. So you have 25 millimeters of clearance, and on the back side, it's also going to be exactly the same. So here you also have 25 millimeters of clearance here, because you can see that the bottom plate is kind of split into 2. It starts from here on the bottom to the front, and the upper one starts from here and goes to the back right here. Now, in terms of the hardware, they're really great. When I tightened them down, I didn't have any of them stripped, so they're providing you with good, decent hardware, which is always a huge benefit and something to look out for. So that's it for the H frame right here. Again, it's linked down below if you wanted to go ahead and check that out. And if it's a clone of anything, also let me know down in the comment section. So now we have the other frame. Now, this is a 4-inch micro toothpick quadcopter that's called the AlfaRC Stick4. Now, there are a couple interesting things that I do like about this, and we're actually going to take a look at right now. So first of all, as you can tell, here are the arms, and I didn't install this the correct way on purpose to show you how the arms actually interlock right here. So the two, actually it wasn't me who installed it, it was my assistant, but that plate's supposed to be on the bottom, so you can have so you can actually mount on the bottom. You have different size holes to allow you to put whatever size battery you want. Now, if we move to the arms right here, they are 6 millimeters in width and 4 millimeter in thickness. So they are 4 millimeters this way and 6 millimeters that way. So that's pretty good, pretty tough, and really nice to see here. But the really interesting part that I really like about this is the mounting solution. So on this thing, you can actually set up a Crazy Bee type board, which is the 25.5. So you can put a Crazy Bee type board and at the same time, or put a 20 by 20 stack, which is really, really nice, very flexible, and it gives you more options to set up in here. Now, for the camera, it'll either fit a micro or a nano with possibly an adapter. And this top part right here is TPU, so it is flexible, so it will give, and that's really great. And they have just about every option you kind of want. You have antenna mounts here, so you can be able to stick those plastic tubes and have your antennas secure. You also do have a pigtail antenna mount in a way that'll hold your pigtail right here, which again is really nice to have, especially on these tiny little ones. So it's very well thought through in my opinions, and it's at a really great price. And again, I do apologize if this is a clone of anything, but I haven't been keeping track of all the frames that have been released. So this thing is going for around 23 bucks, and again, it'll be linked down below. And yeah, it looks like a nice one, to be honest. I actually really like it. And that's it for this little guy. Let's go ahead and jump to the next one. Now we're looking at the AlfaRC Monster V2. So this is a 215mm quadcopter, which basically means it's a 5-inch quadcopter here. Now it is a Stretch X design here. So if you like to Stretch X, this is probably the one for you. So first of all, as you notice, it's loose. It's because I haven't tightened it down, but I did tighten down one side right here just to show you that it holds very, very well. So each arm is held down with 2 screws basically. We have one that's going to the standoff and one going to a self-locking nut right here. Now this top part is not TPU and it's probably ABS or plastic, but it'll probably break eventually. So yeah, I wouldn't even use this, but if you wanted to, you can. It's provided. But yeah, I think it's just a waste here. Now for the SMA antenna, VTX antenna, we also do have a space to set that up right there if you remove this plastic piece. Now for the arms right here, they are 10mm in length, and in thickness they are 5mm, so they are pretty thick here, which is something really nice to see here. Let's go ahead and double check the bottom plate is 3.5mm thick, and the upper kind of bottom plate, which is this little guy right here, is 2.5mm thick right here, and the upper plate again is 3.5mm thick. Now if we move closer to check the stacking solutions here, what we can see is it does have soft mount for the 30x30 stack, and we also do have room for a 20x20 stack that takes 3mm holes, as you can tell right there. They do give you this anti-slip battery pad because this is supposed to be a bottom mount frame, but you could possibly get away with using it at a top mount if you remove this part right here, this plastic part, and I think you should be good in that perspective. Now the amount of space we have inside is 25mm, so you have 25mm of clearance in here, and that's really it for this one right here. So we do have a couple holes back here, and that's kind of to basically zip tie your Xt60 so it doesn't, you know, go up too high and get chopped off. It'll keep it secure and keep it down here in its place. And for the camera solution here, it only takes a micro, and the way that it takes micro is they give you these plastic pieces. These are 3D printed, either PLA or ABS, so it's not flexible. And yeah, you just plug those right in. I don't know how good that's going to be, but this thing is going for 23 bucks. So if you had $23 burning a hole in your pocket, you go ahead and grab it and try it. And if anybody's used any of these, let us know down in the comments section. So they look pretty good. I can't really say much until building them and flying them, but I don't think I'll be building them right now. And well, that's it guys. Everything's linked down below. I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.